James, I feel like before we kick off, congratulations are in order because you've just moved within the last year, I think, as now you've co-founded a studio, Wonderful World, and your CMO.
Yeah,
What a big
thank you.
change. So congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's a long way to go, but
Yeah.
it's definitely exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
the industry I've worked in for 12 years now, so longer than that
Ages.
actually, almost 15 years. So
Yeah.
it's nice to sort of be building something. Yeah.
Yeah, so cool to see. So I wanted to ask you a few sort of fun questions today. We're here at PGC.
Okay.
Um, you guys work on a game called 456 Guys, a massive multiplayer survival game. Now, coming into a new role, there's obviously there's a bit of a learning curve, there's a bit
Mhm.
of dispelling of myths or preconceived notions that you might have had. So my first question to you is, what was your go-to market assumption about 456 Guys, and what did the reality prove to be wrong?
Yeah, we're both kind of, I would say, industry veterans.
Yeah.
We're not that old, but we're kind of like in that bracket. So we thought we knew everything there was to know. I mean, we didn't, but I think instead of assumptions, I'd say we had certain expectations.
Right.
And bringing a new game, slightly also new offering in terms of multiplayer because of the unique thing about 456 guys is the player count. We happen to have a very high player count thanks
Yeah.
to the technology that we built. So an expectation was that we could just bring that to the market to mobile platforms and find success that way. Obviously, it's very challenging. It's a very
Oh, I can
competitive market.
imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it wasn't like we went into it blind, but I think it was surprising. First of all, it's surprising how much demand there is for multiplayer games.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. 456 Guys is like a showcase for the
Yeah.
technology that we've built. So um, we kind of needed to then think about the next steps after that, what we do with that, and how that showcases the technology we've built, and how that takes us to the next level. So I would say we kind of expected a certain amount. We actually got good success, but we got better success when we brought it to web platforms, to be honest. So mobile compared to web, I think web is there's a much more of a blue ocean, let's say, on web for
Interesting.
multiplayer.
Okay, so that leads me quite nicely to my second question.
Yeah.
So, web to mobile, it's a space that's only growing in popularity. When people see the sort of upticks in revenue, LTV, you've obviously ventured into the space. For those that want to get involved in the web to mobile space, what UA sort of tactic do you think has proved to be the best learning for you guys? What works really well when it comes to UA?
I think actually what we figured out was that we did it the wrong way around. So web is a really great. I mean, historically, web has been always a different experience for players,
Yeah.
right? And not as kind of native as an app. These days, I think we see a lot of change in the industry and a lot of change in players, um, uh, the way players play games. So web is becoming much more prominent
Yeah.
as a place for players to discover games and play games, and also the experience, the technology is becoming much better. So playing a game on web compared to native mobile app is comparable.
Mhm.
Okay? There's in terms of performance as well, and that's what we bring to the table with the multiplayer tech. You actually bring multiplayer that works to web.
Mhm.
We launched on mobile first, but web is a really great proving ground and a great place to address a large audience for much lower cost.
Amazing stuff, James. Well, early days, wonderful. Well, we can't wait to see what comes next. Thank you so much.
No worries, thank you.